Good
Hard
for
man
them.
to please. Okay, Tsepi, let's go elsewhere.
Yeah. So I'm also gonna keep it here in South Africa because I think this one is it's sad. So today is was it Senzo Mayo's birthday today?
No, today is the
It's
day
a
before
day-
the Springboks play. But yeah, carry on.
Yes.
No.
And the latest is that the court hearing. Hi, I actually don't want to talk about it, about what's happening with Senzo and the whole situation, but
Yeah, that thing is it's sad that after so long nothing has happened and no leeway, man. No some sort of like there
Progress.
isn't progress that's happening with regards to that.
yeah.
Well, there's a documentary on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it also has more questions than it has answers.
But it's still an interesting watch, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
so-
ONSIDE is more interesting of a watch. Because it's
Well,
live.
that was Around the World with Tsepi Worldwide. Thank you, Tsepi.
Oh yeah, so it was 9 years. Sorry guys, it
9
marks
years
9 years since Senzo Mayo was
on the 26th
Yeah,
of
yesterday.
October.
Yeah.
Yes, that was yesterday. yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Shame. Yeah,
Another
it's-
story: Cristiano Ronaldo gifted a Nigerian UFC fighter. His name is Francis Ngannou. A limited edition Jacob and Co watch called Hearts of Ronaldo ahead of Francis's boxing match, and it said that the value of that watch is 87,000. Is this pounds? Yes, pounds. So it's about 2 million South African rands.
Be man of the match in
I
a
was
couple
gonna say the same
knockout
thing.
games. You can buy a watch, my man.
Yes.
You don't even need Ronaldo to. Ronaldo, come and play DStv Premiership.
Or you become
Saudi.
or you become the club that win the Carling Knockout Cup, and
Yeah.
when the 6.6 million, I believe that is that is what you win as the champions of the competition, right?
The club wins.
Yeah, the club. Yeah.
Yes, the club. So you'll go to the bosses, be like,
Hey, where's my watch, bro?
can I have 2 million? I also want to be like the UFC fighter.
Hearts of Ronaldo.
Exactly.
You know how good a footballer you have to be for that to be interesting news, that you gave Ngannou a watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ronaldo is the greatest.
Do you know how much
Yeah.
money you have to actually just gift somebody a 2 million rand watch?
Let's be honest, it's called the Hearts of Ronaldo watch. I think it was sponsored to
It's
him
PR,
by
yeah,
Jacobs and Jacob
definitely.
and Co.
I'm sure many CR7 supporters have either pre-ordered if the watch is available. I saw it on his IG.
Yeah?
It's a cute
Does it look
watch.
nice?
It's cute. I mean, it's a guy watch, so it's whatever.
Well, I hate
That's
my
cute.
Apple
Is it on
Watch, so
time?
I might.
Hey?
Nothing. It's fine.
Maybe twice a day.
So let's move on. Let's jet off
Yes,
to
friend.
our second home, the Premier League.
Home. Kaya Ledu.
Cape Town.
It's Derby weekend.
Okay.
This is the first time I'm going to be smiling and the last time I'm going to be smiling because
Wait.
Derby weekend
What
is
are you
not
expecting
looking
to
good.
happen?
Wait,
No.
you know, there's a fundamental question that we did not ask Candy.
What?
Which team do you support?
She
No,
can't
I'm not
support.
She's not allowed to support anyone locally.
No.
Kenny,
no,
do you support the teams in another country that
I'm
you're
talking
allowed
about
to
another
support?
country. I'm not
Okay.
talking about locally.
In England.
Yes, because we just jetted off to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Hence my
Oh,
question.
okay. Are you allowed to support a Premier League team?
Yes, I'm allowed to, but I don't
It's fine because local is
Okay.
lekker, right?
Yeah, I can,
Yeah.
I can sit here and talk about the box here, guys. But
The boxing, we might get into a little
No.
bit of that.
the box.
Oh, the box, the spring box.
Oh no, we're gonna get into that.
We're
As
gonna
you
get
said,
into that.
Today is
The day before.
One
final
sleep,
day.
one sleep. But let's quickly jet off to the Premier
Let's
League.
go to the Premier
Yeah.
League. Let's look at some of those fixtures. And then I want to talk about the derby. So Aston Villa on a hell of a run, Len.
Yeah.
Just winning football matches left and right.
Good evening is doing some.
Good evening.
Good evening is doing something.
And they face Luton at home.
That's a win.
Win.
Yeah,
Definitely.
straight
A
win.
clear
Big win.
It will be a big win because
3
that's
goals, 4 goals. Villa got goals in them.
what I see for.
4.
I think so, Tippy. I really
Really,
think
guys?
so. Luton,
Luton is Luton, Jim.
they're not even at home.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk past some granny's house to get into the stadium. I don't know.
Or stand on the roof to watch the
Yeah.
game.
You could, it's Villa Park.
Yeah. No, Villa at home, definitely they will put Luton to the sword.
Yeah, Shem.
So that's the one of the what they call the goal rush games on Sunday, Super Sunday fixtures at 4:00. Brighton are hosting Fulham. I think just because Brighton are so very good, they'll win that one as well.
Yeah, you'll give that to Brighton, yes, definitely.
And Ansu Fati's
Ansu,
story.
is
I
he-
wish Super Sub was here to talk about Ansu Fati.
Because
He always gets so
loves him,
excited.
Yes.
Where is Super Sub? Actually.
He's
Super Sub
missing.
is here. What do you mean?
Huh? What?
Super Sub is here.
Just sounds like Tsepi
No,
now.
no.
That's Super Sub.
No.
Liverpool also playing Nottingham Forest at the same time.
Liverpool should win.
Yeah, at home to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
West Ham hosting Everton. Shame Everton. I feel sorry for Sean Dykes. Do you think Everton going to be docked 12 points?
I wonder, and by
That
the way,
won't
how
be
did West
fair,
Ham do
hey.
yesterday against Olympiacos?
West
The
Ham.
Euros.
Yeah,
You're talking about Europa?
Europa
Yes,
League,
Europa.
yeah.
Oh, they lost 2-1.
Did they lose?
Yes.
It's hard to go to Greece.
Okay, yeah, okay. Anyway.
Because it will be slippery.
Yeah, off the back of that, now they're going to host Everton at home.
They would be wanting to bounce back. I think in the Premier League, Moyes actually knows how to maneuver. I think he had an unfortunate outing last weekend, when they lost to Aston Villa, actually, yes.
Yes, they did.
But you don't see David Moyes wanting to go 3 games without victory. So I reckon they will put
West
one
Ham.
over
Sean Dykes, Everton.
Everton, more so because Everton is in tatters.
Yeah, shame. So there's football tonight. Tottenham Hotspur, Crystal Palace. Traveling to Crystal Palace.
It's not gonna be an easy game for Spurs, I think.
Selhurst Park's a tough place to go on a Friday night.
Yeah,
when the
but-
lights are on, Selhurst Park, big teams struggle.
But I think Spurs actually know how to grind out victories. We've seen them in the past couple of days. They also one of the
Unbeaten clubs in English football currently. Well, not.
they are the North London Twins.
Well, aren't they the only ones who are completely unbeaten? Because Arsenal have lost the Champions League game. So
Yeah, but they're not
But
competing in
how- it
Champions
doesn't-
League.
exactly.
matter.
Aye,
We're talking
aye,
this
Marco,
season.
aye, Marco.
We're talking this season. Len, why are you so defensive? Hey?
He's speaking
and
about the league,
Something
Marco.
quite interesting. So the last 3 matches that Tottenham and Crystal Palace have had or played, Crystal Palace was not able to win against them.
How many draws?
There's no draw. So the last
Spurs have won all of their last 3 fixtures. with
3
Crystal
fixtures
Palace.
against Crystal, yes.
Oh, and for the record,
2021.
Spurs lost the game in the League Cup against Fulham.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sorry, Len.
I'm
He was very
leading to-
defensive. Look at you pulling up all the facts just to prove your point.
Do not speak ill about Arsenal on this show.
So Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, Friday night. The lights are on. I am going to back a draw. But ballers, to be honest, this is one of the fixtures I would skip in my multi-bet.
Oh, I'd go
It
for
just
both.
is.
I'd go for both teams to score. Actually,
I wouldn't. to
I
be
did
honest.
last week.
But quick one. Tsepi, James
Yes.
Maddison, player of the season so far?
Who?
James Maddison for Spurs. Is he Premier League player of the season so far for you?
No, not
Who
yet.
is?
I think for Spurs, Son is still leading for me.
For me, Maddison is the player of the season
Is
all
it?
across the
Across-
Premier League
across-
so
I say
across
far.
the
Son.
Premier League,
And
I'd
by the
also
way,
say
Son
that.
is a younger now.
He's a year younger.
Yes, because
Oh, yeah,
yes,
because of
Yeah.
how Koreans are counting
Yes,
birthdays. So
yeah.
it used to be the day you born, you're 1 year old. And now
Yeah.
they've changed that in Korea to match the rest of the world where we 0. You
So he's a
start
year
at 0.
younger.
Huh?
you start at 1. You don't start at 0.
Okay, I want to ask you. Sundowns, how many Carling knockout trophies do they have?
1.
Carling
knockout. Oh, knockout 0.
There you go. You start at 0. The rest of us in life start at 0 as well. You have to earn your 1.
So, but why did he start at 1?
Korea used to work like that. The day you born, you 1.
You're not 0.
That's how it used to work.
Huh? Okay,
Yes.
never mind. Sorry.
You're not
It's
9
very
months.
confusing,
You're
I
not
know.
9 months old.
But it's got
You know,
nothing to do with football. It's simply from a
it's just,
Korean
did you
standpoint.
know? Yeah.
Okay.
But he was always registered with the same accurate age in accordance to football
To us,
registration.
yes,
right?
yes.
So
Looking at the
nothing
comments-
changes for us.
Looking at the comments, a legendary me says, why is it that I always go for both teams to score with
Exactly.
my
What did I say?
But they are right, though. They came
It's
right
an
last
option.
week.
It's an option
Yes.
to bet.
Yes, on the Betway app. Yes,
Because he's scared to predict. Legendary me. There's the answer. That's the answer you're
no,
looking
but
for.
I want to win money.
Yeah, it's true.
It's either man of the match or I predict correct.
Well, like I said, I would skip it on my multi. I'm not going to bet on that game. I'm going to skip it on my multi-bet.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
Marco, are you ready to go to the one match that you're looking forward to?
I am scared. But let's go through Saturday's fixtures first. That's how scared I am.
Both teams to score.
No, I don't even think so. When Man United going to score against City?
Hey, Harry
Anyway,
Maguire
we'll
is
get there.
back, but we'll get there.
Chelsea versus Brentford. I think Chelsea at home against Brentford. Early kickoff on a Saturday. Chelsea will have too much for Brentford.
They
at the
struggle usually lunchtime kickoffs. Chelsea tend to struggle even if they are playing at home. So
Yeah.
I'll give this one to Brentford.
Speaking of Chelsea, guys, I was having lunch yesterday with
With
the Chelsea
Chelsea.
player. Yeah,
John
former-
Obi Mikel.
Yeah, we had lunch. We went to Miha
Must be nice.
restaurant. You know, we had such a lovely time. Just me, him and I.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
What did you think about Chelsea's
No, we were just talking about our personal things. We didn't talk about football.
Yo?
Yeah.
Legendary
Okay.
Me thinks Chelsea's going to win 3-0.
I'm not against that prediction.
Legendary Me. If
I'm
you are a
with-
betting man, lunchtime on a Saturday, you must be very careful where big teams are involved. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's Tsepi, Chelsea,
darling.
Brentford. Any prediction? Any insight there for you?
Chelsea, Brentford. Okay. So, by the way, as much as we were talking about Chelsea, remember last week, and we were asking exactly what is going on with them. I think they are now somehow going back to their winning ways. Chelsea, Brentford. The last match was in April 2023, and it was a 2-0 win for Brentford. And the one before that was a 0-0 draw, so they shared the spoils. In fact, Brentford has Chelsea's number because the match before that was a 4-1 win for Brentford. So in fact, Chelsea has not won against Brentford in the last 3 encounters.
But
Okay,
it was
but-
probably 3 different coaches as well.
And you could be in the
Probably.
money on that because you said Brentford to beat Chelsea because
Yes.
it's early kickoff.
It's
You know
early
the odds
kickoff.
of 5.2.
to Brentford.
To Brentford have odds of 5.2.
Where's my phone? Ish. Yeah, no, I'll bet after the show.
Yeah, so that's
Because there's
also
good money
something
on
to
that one if you
consider.
get it right. You won't
Yeah.
because Chelsea will win, but it would have been good money. Arsenal versus Sheffield United, Len Moleko. At home.
Standard.
Do you want to hear the odds on that one? 1.12. That's how confident. And, if you want to bet on Sheffield United, they're 20.0. You get 20 times back.
It's fine.
You won't get 20 times back because Sheffield United are going to do nothing at Arsenal.
So you see, let me tell you, ne, if I vote for the man of the match
Yeah.
and I vote for the goals there in the Carling Cup and
Yeah.
I get 90,000
Yeah.
and I bet
Then they have
that
to score in the first minute.
yes, and I bet that for Arsenal to win.
You are
That's
South
a lot of
African.
money.
No, it's still
I'm
not.
calculating. It is. It's more than 90,000 if you think about it.
Only just more than 90,000.
But it's still more than 90,000.
You're just getting your 90,000 back and then maybe a little something.
That's fine. That little is okay. No, that's not the logic to bet. You must just
Yeah.
bet responsibly, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah, of
But
course.
Arsenal to
Arsenal
win
a
the
nice
game.
one
Yeah.
to add to your multi-bet there because at least it will multiply on your multi-bets and that's a sure thing.
And-
Bournemouth versus Burnley. Oh, Lyle Foster extending
He
his
extended
contract.
his
Yeah.
contract.
5-year
5 years,
contract
yeah.
in the Premier League
Do you
and or
still-
Championship.
Wait, guys, do you want him to stay at Burnley?
What do
I
you,
get when he's at Burnley and he signs 5 years, it means maybe Newcastle can say we want him and then they buy him.
Okay.
and his
for more. Yeah.
contract value is
Okay.
more. What,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Okay. Okay.
it's fine. He's
No, but
okay.
Burnley's a
Okay.
good side and he's under a good manager there.
Yeah, he's in good company.
He's in. Very good.
see
I
what
actually
you
like
did
that one.
there. Ah,
Wolves
well
versus
done. Poo,
Newcastle.
poo,
That's
poo,
actually
poo.
going to be a good game. I think Newcastle away from home will still just nick it over Wolves, but we know how good Wolves are.
Yep.
and they were,
City know how good Wolves are.
yeah.
Man,
Newcastle
knows
has been
how good
ruthless
Wolves
though.
are.
The thing is, Newcastle have been ruthless, especially in the league.
Yeah, they had this one blip against Dortmund now during the week, but Newcastle back in form, and I'm really confident in them. Let's move on to the fixture that's
Interestingly enough,
Marco,
Marco, before you move on, if we look at Newcastle, in the previous 3 league games, they've actually scored 8 goals. The 2-0 win against Burnley, the 2-2 draw against Newcastle, against West Ham, and the demolish of Crystal Palace by 4-0.
Well, there's lots of goals in them. There's lots of goals in Brighton as well. So the new Big Six sides, Aston Villa, Brighton, Newcastle, who I'm calling the new Big Six sides, they're scoring goals for fun.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Manchester United hosting Manchester City, Manchester Derby at Old Trafford. It's the first time you're going to see odds like this for Manchester United to win a home game. They're 5.0 to win this game.
Man
The bookies don't believe that Man United stand a chance. Man City 1.66 to win it, the derby, away from home at Old Trafford.
Interesting. And it says here that Man City will therefore be looking to avoid losing successive trips to Old Trafford, a fate that they've not suffered since February 2011.
One of the ballers, gift_real_G, says Man City to win by 4-1. And Ernest says Man City to win by 3-1. There's lots of people who want the Glazers out.
Yeah, of course.
Who are we looking out for?
Let's have a look at the lineups. Tabang, if you can bring up those lineups there on the screen. So you'll see there, this is who I predict to start. Of course, why is Akanji here? Sorry about that. Akanji is suspended, so he will not be playing. I believe that City will line up with the three at the back again. It's a fixture it's a formation they favoured in last week's Premier League game against Brighton, and I think they'll do it again so that they can get that four across the midfield with Doku on the left wing, Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden is going to be a danger man to watch, and I think Reguilon's going to have to manage him very, very carefully. Haaland back amongst the goals as per usual. So I think that Amrabat will partner Casemiro, who's back in full training, and I believe he'll be ready for the game. So I think Amrabat and Casemiro is going to be the first time we're going to see the two of them paired up as defensive midfielders, holding and trying to be very defensive. I think Anthony will play, unfortunately. Højlund will be in his first... Yeah, I don't like Anthony, you know that. You know that. Okay. I don't like Anthony. I'd rather have Pellistri or Garnacho or Christian Eriksen even come in. Okay. For me, I'll show the ballers right now what I would do.
Okay.
I would put Bruno Fernandes there on the right, make him play a little bit narrow, and I'd bring Christian Eriksen in, and I would maybe put Rashford supporting Højlund up front. I'd maybe be doing something a little bit more like this.
I see what you did, because that's pretty much this formation against Sheffield. They had
a little bit,
but Anthony, because you don't
and
like
then
Anthony,
when Eriksen came on for Amrabat after the first half, where Man United was so poor, he made a very big difference, and I think that he should be in with a shout of starting. But I think this is the sort of formation you're going to see Manchester United playing in, with Harry Maguire partnering with Rafael Varane in centre back, Reguilon at left back, and Delo at right back.
I was actually going to ask you about that. What did you make of? Do we call it a resurrection? Do we call it a flash in the pan?
For Maguire and Onana?
Yes. Oh, what is it? How would you describe it?
Well, I'm very happy for Harry Maguire because he's been extremely professional in this whole thing. He's been humble. He's been professional. Yeah. For anyone who could have been bitter and horrible to fans, to the club, to everybody, Harry Maguire had the chance to be bitter and angry and hostile in a way that no one else has permission to be.
True.
And he's stayed professional, he's kept playing for the club, and he's done it. So I'm really happy for him. Do I believe that it's the start of Harry Maguire coming back to being a starting centre-back for Manchester United and first choice? No, I don't think so. I think that when Lisandro Martinez and both Martinez and Varane are fit, I think they'll be first choice, and I think Maguire will fall back down to the bench. But I'm really happy for him to have a little bit of a moment in the sun again, because he's had a good career overall. He's had a few bad years at Manchester United, but he's really had a good career overall, and I think he deserves a little bit more respect and praise than what he has been receiving.
Quick question. In the current Man United setup, how many players have won the Premier League title?
0. Casemiro's won titles.
No, I said Premier League.
With Varane and Casemiro have won titles with Real Madrid. But there's 0. I don't think Marcus Rashford hasn't won one because he was in the youth development side. David De Gea was the last player to have a Premier League medal in
I
Manchester.
saw some rumors that United might.
Wait, there is one, Johnny Evans, but it doesn't count. He left and came back.
I'm not laughing. Sorry, I'm not laughing.
But yeah, that's the only player in Manchester United squad who's got a Premier League medal, from what I believe.
Okay.
Whereas on the other team in Manchester, I think Man City, almost everyone there except for Doku, because he's new,
Okay.
has a Premier League medal.
How come?
Even Kovacic, doesn't he have one from his time at Chelsea?
How long was he there for? I don't think he was there
Was
long.
he there early enough?
No, I don't think he was there early enough to have
ballers, let us know
won
in the comments.
league. Yeah, the ballers will let us know in the comments, yes.